You've probably heard of Bitcoin mining before, but do you actually know what that is? Well, mining is one of the first concepts you'll learn when getting into the blockchain space. And to really understand it, you first have to understand what's called proof of work. So what exactly is proof of work? Proof of work, or POW for short, is what's known as a consensus mechanism. That might sound complicated, but it's basically the system that allows everyone on a blockchain to agree on one shared version of the truth without needing a central authority. Think of it like a global scoreboard that constantly updates itself, but only when everyone agrees the move was fair. Here's a quick bit of history. Proof of work was the first consensus mechanism ever used. It launched with Bitcoin back in January 2009, and it's still powering some of the biggest cryptocurrencies today, such as Litecoin, Dogecoin, and Monero. At that time, it was revolutionary. For the first time ever, people could exchange money online without relying on a bank, PayPal, or any third party. That single innovation of verified digital transactions without intermediaries is what kicked off the entire blockchain movement. So how does proof of work actually work? In simple terms, it's all about competition. All around the world, there are computers called miners that are racing to solve a really tough mathematical puzzle. The first one to solve it gets the right to add a block of verified transactions to the blockchain. That's where the name proof of work comes from. They have to prove they've done the work to earn that right. And as a reward for their effort, the network pays them a fixed amount of cryptocurrency, which is called the block reward. For example, on Bitcoin today, that reward is 3.125 BTC per block after the most recent halving. Each time this happens, new coins are created, transactions are confirmed, and the chain becomes longer. It's like adding another link to a digital ledger that everyone else can see. Now here is why that's so important. Because these puzzles take a real computational effort, they make it very expensive to cheat the system. If a bad actor wanted to fake a transaction, they'd have to outwork the entire network using enormous computing power, which becomes practically impossible on large networks like Bitcoin. This is what makes proof of work one of the most secure consensus mechanisms ever designed. As Investopedia puts it, it's the backbone that keeps the blockchain accurate and trustworthy. Of course, there's a trade-off, however. All that computing power uses a ton of electricity. According to data from the University of Cambridge, Bitcoin's annual energy consumption is comparable to that of a small country. That's why over the years, developers have explored other models, like proof of stake, which aim to reduce energy use, but that's a topic for another day. At its core though, proof of work changed the world. It gave us the first decentralized, tamper-proof system of value, something that runs 24/7 across borders without asking permission from anyone. And whether you're a fan of Bitcoin or not, that invention reshaped the way we think about trust on the internet. So next time you hear the term mining, just remember, it's not about shovels, pickaxes. It's about computers proving their work to keep a digital system honest. If you found this breakdown helpful and want to learn more about blockchain technology, hit that subscribe button. I've got a lot more coming your way. Thank you so much.